Hi and welcome back to my Prince tour t-shirts, memories and tour memories. Today going to be looking at Gold Experience Tour from 1995 and New Power Soul Jam of the Year World Tour 1998. So we go back 1995 then, and Prince played 7 nights in March, across March, at Wembley Arena for the Gold Experience, or the Ultimate Live Experience tour as it was called for that part. And interesting, this whole period, and this is one of my favourite periods in Prince's history. If you see my other videos, you know that. I could do a whole video just talking about this whole era, how much I love it. The music that was coming out, Prince's image, the cymbal guitars, the whole lot, it was just fantastic. I love this period so much, really, really do. Very, very close to my heart, this time in Prince's history. But today I'm just going to try and concentrate with the tour and talk about that for now, because that was great in itself anyway. So yeah, so let's begin. I'll show you the tour t-shirt anyway, since that's what these videos are meant to be about. And this is the tour t-shirt from this one. And I think this image was taken from the Beautiful Experience. I know you're wearing that hat when he's doing interactive, I think it is. But really like that one. And again, I'm always a sucker for the ones with the guitar in. I love those pictures, Prince with his guitar, and the cymbal guitar was only sort of been around a year or so by then. And there's a symbol on the back as well there, just under the neck. Really nice t-shirt. I don't know why I only bought one this time, but I don't think there was in many others, but that was the one. And I managed to go to 2 of those concerts, and so I've got my tickets here still. I went the second night, Saturday 4th of March 1995, and Tuesday the 21st of March 1995, and it was the price of £27.50. Isn't that amazing, eh? Amazing. Can't believe these prices back then. And the tour programme was really, really nice. It was quite a big one actually, and very colourful. Lots of pictures, some of them from the Exodus CD sleeve, some of the pictures, so you recognise some of those. Basically again, just pictures of them all from the band: Prince, Maite, Mr Hayes, Tommy Barbarella, Michael B, Sonny T, and then apart from the album cover from Come, that was them. And then this bit was actually taken and used in the Gold Experience sleeve, this piece of writing, which is brilliant. A really, really great piece of writing. And I'm very, very brave for Prince to put it in, because some of it is quite critical, and saying how Prince looked bored, playing all the hits all the time, and how he was, you know, going through the motions, and that how this guy interpreted the name change and everything. And it does sum it up. That period as well, and how exciting it was with the rebirth, really. I mean, Prince was on fire, absolutely on fire at this time. And this guy mentioned it now, just listen to Endorphin Machine and that scream. It is all in that scream. Everything's there. It's just coming out. It's just amazing. So yeah, this is Now. The one-eyed bass. And again, pictures there. That's from Exodus. A picture of Maite there. And lots, yeah, the crew and what have you. So the most interesting bit obviously is the bit in the middle, which is the stage design for this show, which, here we go, is unlike any stage you've probably ever seen or will ever see. And supposedly it was supposed to represent a human being's endorphin gland. Well, you can interpret it any way you like, but that's a pretty big phallic symbol there on the end, which I always thought was amusing, because it had a lift. So obviously you go up and you come out the top. Genius. Or is that just my dirty mind? I don't know. But the section in the middle, there was a bed inside there, I do believe. And I remember on one of the nights I went, he got a lady up and took her through the curtain on the bed and was singing to her. I think it might have been I Hate You or something. There are walkways across the top. Sonny T sat up here. Michael B there. Tommy Barbarella was at one end, and he had like a Stars and Stripes banner around his keyboard that sort of was lit up, and he also had a harness attached to him. At some points he would rise up and float across and back down and what have you. And yeah, it was really, really interesting stage design. And what's interesting as well is it turns up 2 years before that, in '93, on the Undertaker video. That video, all that performance, is all on the same set design, but it looks slightly smaller scale. And inside this bit of the drums is like all lit up inside. There's like these lights inside it on that as well. But obviously it had been around for a while, that idea, before he decided to use it on a tour. So there we go. So that was that. And as I say, the tours itself very interesting because Prince didn't play any hits really. Only two. The shows I went to, he played Seven and The Most Beautiful Girl in the World, and both those were only 3 years old between them. So to a lot of people who would only go and see Prince, because he's a thing to do, he's very popular. You go and see Prince, oh yeah, for Purple Rain and all that kind of stuff. Great showman, might not buy all the records. Those sort of people were quite upset that they didn't know any songs, and it does come back to bite him again in the new Power Soul tour, as I'll talk about in a little while. So yeah, there were people, I could see it around me, like, oh, well, what's this, don't know this, but obviously for the die-hard Prince fans and the ones who followed him, we knew most of it. We'd seen The Beautiful Experience, we knew a lot of the songs, some of them were from Come as well, things like that, Exodus, so we knew the music, so it wasn't a problem for us, and the music was fantastic. I know the show's got great reviews from critics as well, and they were very energetic and live, raw, it was just fantastic. And I remember in front of that stage there was a massive sort of lighting rig, and I remember when he did Shush and the drums, and it was going in time with it, like strobe effect, like, and it was just amazing. I was sitting middle of the floor looking at the whole, a great view, and it was so impressive. It really was impressive. It was brilliant. I also remember a lot of the dancing between Prince and Maite, especially when they did The Most Beautiful Girl in the World. It was so intricate. It was almost like they were in a game of Twister on stage. They were so intertwined with each other with the guitar. You were looking at them thinking, I don't know how they're doing that, but it was really, really good. And at the end when they did Gold as well, and the sort of bang, and all this gold ticker tape fell down while he was doing the guitar solo and whatever. It's just fantastic. It was really good. There wasn't any support for the tour. There was just video thing being played, advertising the album, remember that? And obviously it said the Gold Experience release date, never. It sort of went, and everybody started booing, down with Waters, boo! So I'm sure Prince found it highly amusing, getting the reaction that he wanted. And yeah, that was funny. And the concert opened with Purple Medley was played on the video screens. But obviously images of all of Prince's career up to 93 obviously, and now that was then, this is now. Endorphin Machine kicked it all off. Just, live, raw, energy, fantastic. It was so good. As I say, I was lucky to go 2 gigs. I remember on the second night he was playing, I can't remember what song it was playing, but he was doing some instrumental, he was really playing well, and then he said, made a call out like, who's in here after me? Someone must have quite, he said, Janet, she better play a motherfucking bass. It's really funny. Yeah, I think Janet Jackson was coming up the next month or something. Really good. And also, the first night I went on the Saturday, the next day he was on the Sunday show on BBC Two, which was kind of a programme aimed at teenagers, young adults. That was on sort of mid-morning, and there was a live performance in Wembley Arena, and he did Billy Jack Bitch, and it was fantastic because you've got to remember this is before the days of YouTube and social media. When you went to a concert, all you had were your memories, unless there'd be some like black and white photos in a paper, or a year down the line maybe or so, whoever you went to see released a VHS or whatever of the concert, you'd never see it again. So the next day to see it all again, and I could see where I sat and everything, it was fantastic. It was so good, and thankfully I've still got the copy of that, and it's now on a DVD. And it's obviously the famous interview that he did at the same time where he wouldn't speak, where he had the mask on and what have you, and wound up the interviewer by not speaking. And they showed that the following week. So yeah, another part of that whole period is a great time. And before I move on to the next one, also I did get another t-shirt, but not at the tour, because this was at the time of the MPG shop in Camden, and what a fantastic place. Spoke about that before, how much I missed that place. I used to go all the time, and for the same period they had this lovely t-shirt. Couldn't resist. I can't remember if it actually was on sale at the concert and I didn't buy it, or anyway I got it eventually from the shop. I just love this picture, so nice. I'd love to wear this one again, but it's a bit battered in places, so I'd rather just preserve it now, So, but a lovely t-shirt, and also from this period, I can just reach out and get this bad boy of a sweatshirt. Oh yes, MPG, because at the time Prince was wearing his little cut top sort of to here, this MPG, it was blazoned over everything, back of jackets, on the front of his tops, it was everywhere. And I had these for sale in the shop. Again, I bought this as well. Fantastic. I love this one, and sometimes I do still wear this one. So yeah, really cool. MPG stuff, very good. So that was that. So that was Gold Experience. As I say, I might very do another video sometime talking about that whole period because there's so much to talk about. It really, really was. So, but anyway, we're going to forward wind to 1998 and the New Power Soul Jam of the Year World Tour at Wembley Arena. Now, as I say, after what happened with the Gold Experience and upsetting a few people, this was a bit of a wake-up call really, because I'd never been to a Prince gig or it wasn't sold out. And he did 2 shows in London, one in Wembley Arena and one at Brixton Academy. One show at Wembley Arena, Prince would sell out no problem normally. This one, no way. 3/4 full maybe. I'd never seen so many touts in my life. When I arrived, I took my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, my cousin, and she'd never been to see Prince before. She was a big fan, she was well excited, but she was saying, is this normal? All these touts everywhere. And there were front row tickets and people were exchanging up their tickets for front row ones. And I was like, yeah, there's touts normally, but not this many. They were everywhere. There were so many tickets on offer still. And there were empty seats even when the gig started. I think some areas might have had that, you know, they cover it with the black sheets or whatever at the back. And, you know, it's just shocking. And obviously a lot of people, you know, stayed away because they were, I'm not doing that again. I'm not paying more 30 quid. 30 quid. You know, you can understand now when you're paying 120, 200 pound or whatever, 30 quid. But anyway, it did seem to cause an effect, definitely, that people stayed away for that reason. They didn't, you know, they were worried that they weren't going to hear the hits and everything, and it left a bad taste. And the whole thing as well was quite scaled down as well, really. There was no tour program. I remember asking at the booth, you know, where's the tour program? Oh, we didn't have time to do one. Okay. There were t-shirts, and I'll show you this one. And they're a really, really lovely t-shirt, and this one I'm really thinking about wearing again, especially in light of everything now, because I just love this one. Symbol loves me, Prince loves me, and on the back, I love Prince. This is just a great t-shirt, and this was from 1998. Really nice, really nice. There was baseball caps, I think, on sale that day, New Power Soul ones, and Crystal Ball CD was there, but it wasn't in the box that you could buy it in, you know, the shop, whatever the big, you know, but it came in like a clear round thing, I think, and you could see the disc inside it, something like, if I remember right. There was support. It was Chaka Khan, Larry Graham, both brilliant. And I said about Larry Graham before in the Autism Rocks review, you know, how he mega long bass solo. He was turning up everywhere at different points in the arena playing the same bass solo, just going on a walkabout. It was amazing. And when Chaka Khan did I Feel For You, Prince came running on, and he had like a purple coat on, and his hair was all sort of in bunches, where obviously he was getting ready backstage. And he sang for about a minute and then ran off again. Later on in the year, there was an interview on BBC Two with Prince about his career up to that point and the New Power Soul, and it was obviously taken backstage from there because he was in that coat and his hair was in the little bunches. So he was either just gone and done it, or just after he performed with Chaka Khan, whatever. But so obviously there was a lot going on at that time, and obviously after the concert was the famous Café de Paris after show, which was on Channel 4 later on in that year. Beautiful Strange Night, which was a really, really great night. Channel 4, everything to do with Prince. But it was a nightmare because it was on the night that the clocks went back, they went back. And a nightmare for your video recorders. I ended up having to stay up all night because it was just too much aggravation in case the video stopped, so I could get the whole lot anyway. So back to the gig anyway, and the stage show for that, the set, some of it was borrowed from other tours, I do believe. The backdrop was just a blanket of stars, but the smaller sort of blanket of stars, which was from the Act 1, Act 2 tour, I do believe. It looked very similar. And then there were the steps with the lights inside them. You know, you see them from the Dirty Mind era, from those videos. If you watch the videos of Dirty Mind and Head and all that, those steps. There were a couple of ramps that went off on either side, and then there were like flower statue things, or like tulips or lilies or something that were all along each side. And that was pretty much it. No fancy stuff at all. No, you know, hydraulics, no floating beds, no nothing like that. It was very, very stripped down. As I say, it was like, oh, okay, this is different. And again, people were sort of waiting. The ones that did come, obviously, were waiting. What's he going to do? What's he going to play? And it was a fantastic gig, obviously. He did start with one off of, you know, New Power Soul, Push It Up, and then eventually went into Let's Work from Controversy, and then obviously hits followed throughout the gig, and he was playing the hits again. And what was great for that one is it was the first time I'd seen him play I Could Never Take the Place of Your Man live, and that's one of my all-time favourites. I've seen it so many times on that Sign of the Times DVD, VHS, whatever, and to hear it live properly now, see it in front of my eyes, was fantastic, and he gave a really good version of that, which was really, really good. So yeah, it was a great show. It was a great show, but only 2 nights, as I say, and amazing how it never sold out. So there you go. So that was New Power Soul, 1998, and next time it will be One Night Alone tour from the Hammersmith Apollo and the amazing 21 Nights in London at the O2 Arena, and no one's going to ever forget that. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye. If you've been to any of the shows that I've been talking about, you're at the nights I was at, or you went to other nights, please leave a comment of your memories. If there's anything I've forgotten or anything you remember, it'd be great to read and to share people, other memories of the gigs as well, and stuff like that. My memory's okay, but it's not brilliant, so it'd be great to hear from other people and see what you think, or what you remember of these tours. So that'd be really great. So just down below, leave a comment, leave a like, okay? Thank you. Keep it purple. I can get the guitar. I'm only joking.